What if I told you there's a place on Earth where ships disappear, planes lose contact mid-air, and rescue missions sometimes never return? No wreckage, no distress signals, no survivors inside one mysterious stretch of ocean. And here's the strange part. It's not in space, it's not in another dimension. It's right here on Earth.
Over 50 ships, 20 aircraft, thousands of lives affected. This is the Bermuda Triangle.
Welcome to Orbit of Knowledge, where we explore the deep mystery of our existence. And by the end of this video, you'll decide if it's mystery or misunderstood science. The Bermuda Triangle forms a rough triangle between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. It covers over 500,000 square miles of ocean. And here's what most people don't realize. This isn't some zone. It's one of the busiest shipping routes on Earth, which raises a question. If it's so dangerous, why does traffic continue through it daily? Keep that in mind, because the answer might surprise you. December 5, 1945. 5 U.S. Navy training planes take off from Florida. Then they show Sally. Then the leader radios something chilling. We don't know where we are. Their compasses malfunction. The ocean below looks unfamiliar. Fuel begins running low. Radio transmissions grow weaker. Then, silence. But wait, decades later, some researchers suggested the planes may have simply run out of fuel and crashed far outside the triangle. So was it mystery or tragic miscalculation? In 1918, a massive U.S. Navy cargo ship was traveling through the region. 309 people on board.
No distress call was ever sent. The ship vanished. No wreckage has ever been confirmed.
To this day, it remains one of the largest non-combat losses in U.S. naval history. But here's what's rarely mentioned. The ship may have been overloaded, it may have had structural issues, and it may have sailed directly into a storm. Suddenly, the mystery feels different. Now let's step away from legend and look at physics. The Atlantic in this region is volatile. Hurricanes frequently form here, storm systems move quickly, and then there are rogue waves.
Imagine a wall of water over 30 meters high, appearing suddenly. That's enough to sink even large vessels.
But then there's methane gas. Massive methane deposits exist under the seafloor. If released rapidly, they could reduce water density. A ship could lose buoyancy and sink within minutes. No explosion, no debris floating, just gone. But here's something important. There is no solid evidence that methane eruptions have caused specific disappearances here. So again, theory or fact? Here's where things get fascinating. The Bermuda Triangle became globally famous after books in the 1960s labeled it mysterious. Media amplified the strange cases. Stories grew, details became dramatic. And once a place gains a reputation, every accident reinforces it. But statistical studies show something surprising. The Bermuda Triangle does not have a significantly higher accident rate than other heavily traveled oceans. So why does it feel more dangerous? Because mystery spreads faster than data. So is the Bermuda Triangle supernatural? There's no verified scientific evidence of aliens, time warps, or portals.
But here's the truth. The ocean itself is powerful enough to create legends.
Deep currents, unpredictable storms, navigation errors, human limitation. Sometimes the scariest explanation is simply nature.
The Bermuda Triangle teaches us something bigger. We fear what we don't understand. But when we investigate, when we analyze, when we question, the mystery begins to fade. Not because it was never fascinating, but because knowledge replaces fear. And that's what this channel is about, because the truth is always deeper than the myth. For centuries, the ocean has been both a pathway and a graveyard. The Bermuda Triangle is not the only place where nature has shown its power, but it is the place where mystery captured the world's imagination. Because sometimes what feels supernatural is simply science we haven't explored yet. The ocean doesn't need myths to be terrifying. Its depth alone is enough. And perhaps that's the real mystery in not what disappeared in the triangle, but what still lies undiscovered beneath the waves.
If you think the Bermuda Triangle is frightening, you haven't seen what lives in the deep.
Beneath the surface, where sunlight cannot reach, where pressure can crush steel, creatures exist.
Some glow, some hunt in total darkness, some have never been fully studied. Next time, we dive into the deepest parts of the ocean, where reality feels like science fiction. This is Orbit of Knowledge.
Subscribe and journey beyond the edge of understanding.